if you understand the conclusion of the Gita, sorry, I lost.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Just like when you take milk, you churn it, churn it, churn it, finally you get the malai, nice butter. That butter is these last slokas. In fact, 18th chapter is summarized and it is known as the perfection of renunciation. That is the title of this sloka, chapter. Perfection of renunciation, what it is. So that's the butter. After you read Bhagavad Gita, finally what is it that you take home? Message. That is the message that we are actually discussing now. And that is what Krishna actually. What screen can you see?
Actually, no screen. Yeah.
No screen?
No.
Prabhuji, nothing.
Oh, you made co-host, right?
Yeah. It's working now. Bhakti Mama bhi janati.
Right. So Krishna is telling, finally the conclusion is, of course, he didn't tell, but the point is he's coming to that point. You cannot understand Krishna by any other method. Not by karma, not by jnana, not by yoga.
Ashtanga
These
yoga.
yoga means Ashtanga yoga, which is generally popular today. So that's all these three things. Karma means karma yoga, jnana yoga, and Ashtanga yoga. You cannot. In other words, everywhere he's trying to, is not leaving open ended. When he's introducing a topic of karma yoga or jnana yoga or Ashtanga yoga, he doesn't leave the topic open ended. He says, okay, I'm teaching you this yoga system, but what is the goal of this? You have to become my bhakta. Everywhere he keeps coming back to this. Either he calls it bhakti yoga or buddhi yoga. So in the second chapter, he calls it buddhi yoga. So now in the 18th chapter, he ties the end by saying this is buddhi yoga, what I'm referring to there. We'll see that. So sarva karmani api sada kurvano mad vyapashrayah mad prasadat avapnoti shashvatam padamavyayam. Though engaged in all kinds of activities, my pure devotee, under my protection, reaches the eternal and imperishable abode by my grace. So, this is another very important aspect. You cannot say that I did lot of tapasya, I lot of upasana, I have done lot of charity, I have done so many things. Whatever Krishna told, I did everything. So will I get bhakti? No, there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee. Here, the very important word here is mat prasadat. If Krishna decides, okay, chalo, bichara, trying so hard, by my mercy, you can get it, but not any other way. So it is very difficult to get the mercy of Krishna. Why? Because he is the Supreme Lord, and to impress him, you have to do such extraordinary work to impress Krishna. So we take a smaller shortcut. So what is that shortcut? We try to please the Guru, who is a pure devotee. And who is that pure devotee? He is always under my protection. Such a pure devotee. If you take shelter of him, by his mercy, you can get Krishna's mercy. So this is the technique here. And only by that you can reach the eternal and imperishable abode by my grace. There is no other way. There is no other technique. So Bhakti Yoga is very, very simple. But as long as you harbor false ego, oh, I can do it, I don't need anybody's help, then you will get so many other things, but not Mat Prasada. That final touch, Krishna's mercy, is very rare. That is kept as a secret. चेतसा सर्वकर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः बुद्धियोगम् उपाश्रित्य मच्चित्ता सततं भवा. So who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this pure devotee? In all activities, just depend on me and work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me. So this is being Krishna conscious. There is no time you forget Krishna. Actually, it is not difficult. All of us have this practice, especially mothers. No matter what work they do, because of their intense attachment for the children, all the time they are thinking of their children, right? It's easy. And we also know, have practice, first when you are just married, you have transferred all that love and affection from your parents' house to your husband. But as soon as kids come, again you transfer that love to children. So it is not that you forgot about your parents or you forgot about your husband, but the most important person there right now is your children. So you know how to completely be conscious of the children while doing any work. You're cooking something, oh, my son likes like this. Oh, my daughter likes like this. Everything you do, you're doing shopping. Oh, if I buy like this, maybe my son will like it. Oh, maybe if I buy this, maybe my daughter will like it. Any work you do, you're going for buying grocery also. Oh, no, no, I cannot buy this. She has some allergy. I cannot buy this. I have to buy this. He likes this so much. So every activity, you know how to actually be fully conscious of your loved ones. So here Krishna is telling, just transfer now one more time that love towards Krishna and then do all the activity. But the main thing is love, keeping Krishna completely focused on Krishna. And that focus or keeping our memory fully with Krishna and then conducting activity, it is like Narayana Kavacham. Your body now is like completely is protected. See, under my protection. How that happens? This is the Narayana Kavacha. Simply by remembering Krishna, that is our Narayana Kavacha. Nothing will happen. And you achieve all perfection. Now here see. Machchitta sarva durgani mat prasada tarishyasi atachetvam ahankaran nasroshyasi vinakshyasi. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. Again, by mat prasadat. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. What does this mean? Oh, I can make it. I don't need to depend on the Lord. I can make it. I have so many plans. I figured it out. I just have to do like this. And if I stick to my plan, everything will be done. And you act through false ego, ahankar. So then there is no guarantee. Then Krishna, you are on your own, basically. You are saying, I don't need your help. Dad, I don't need your help. So Krishna is saying it's a sure way to be lost. On the other hand, whatever obstacles you have, and if you are working for Krishna, everything you will cross. In fact, Krishna tells, he summarizes saying that actually to cross this material world is like an ocean. Even if you are an expert swimmer, you cannot cross the ocean. It's not possible. Even if you have gold medal also in Olympics, swimming, you cannot swim the ocean. You will die. Eventually you will die. So Krishna is saying, but for my devotee, what I will do, this entire ocean, I will make it so small. How small? As small as a calf's footprint. बछड़ा का footprint कितना होता है उतना. I make it all the ocean, make it so small. Now you can cross that ocean. That is Krishna's mercy. In fact, there is a time when there was a nice pastime when Narad Muni asked, I don't understand why so many people complain about your Maya and everybody is worried that they cannot remember you. But I don't have that problem. I never forgot you and I don't have that experience only. So Krishna, then you know that story. Then Krishna says, okay, don't worry, I will answer that question. But can you get me some water? Then he sees there is an ashram nearby. Then Narad Muni goes. He goes into that place, and that Muni is not there, but his daughter was there. So she's very, very devotional. She learned all the devotional principles. She knew how to treat a great devotee when he comes. So she did Pada Puja. She made him sit nicely. Then she served him very well. And then all the devotional qualities, how a devotee should treat another devotee, she exhibited all the qualities. And then finally she requested how she can serve. Then he told, you can get me water, glass of water. Then she prepared so many things, water, everything she gave. Then he was praising her completely. Oh my God, so beautiful devotional qualities your parents have taught you and all that. So by the time our father comes, then he continues, Narad Muni continues praising. So nice, you have raised your daughter. I'm very, very impressed. She has all the good qualities of a devotee. Then that Muni says, but then we are looking for a good devotee to marry her also. He says, who will refuse her to marry? Then immediately the father proposes, why don't you marry? We all know you are a great devotee. Then Narad Muni says, okay. I mean, I don't see a reason to say no because she has all the good qualities. Then he gets married, then he has kids. Then after some time, there is a big flood. In the flood, everything is getting, carried away, including the hut, all the things. And finally, all the children are going inside the flood one by one, one by one. And then finally, this wife also hanging on to him. And the waves are so big and it is sucking. And then he's also going. Wife also went inside the ocean, inside the flood. Then finally, he is also going to be drowned. Then he says, hey, Krishna, please help. Then immediately Krishna picks her up. He says, hey, what happened? Where is my water? Then he understands, oh my God, I went for that. So it is just Krishna can put the switch on and he can put the switch off. For a devotee, Krishna is in full control. Krishna is in full control of a devotee's life. So immediately we might think all these are material difficulties, so much problems I have, so much misery I have. What do you know my problems? People can think, everybody can think like that. But moment you become surrendered to Krishna and you work in the consciousness that Krishna is your protector, Krishna is your maintainer, then all the problems that we have around us, they're so superfluous like that, they're all vanished. That is Krishna's mercy. Mat prasadat tarishyasi. You will overcome everything. This is not a theory. This is not just one sloka to chant and recite. This is a life experience Krishna wants you to have. This is a contribution. This is what Krishna is giving to each one of us, an opportunity. People want to solve their problems in so many ways. Everybody will come and tell you one different solution for every problem that you have. If you are an engineer, how to do roads and buildings, or if there are potholes, then you will plan and tell, oh, now you have to have big roads, you have to do planning. Then you have to build bridges. All these are all big engineers working on big solutions, thinking they are solving some problems. But all these problems are so petty problems that you are trying to solve. In the big picture, these are all petty problems. Like that, in our life also, our problems, we are looking at them so closely, like through the binoculars and, through an enlarged screen. They look so big. They look so big. My problems look so big. But moment you go a little far, meaning when you raise your consciousness to Krishna consciousness, right now it is body consciousness. So if you raise your consciousness to Krishna consciousness, then everything else looks so small. Everything else looks so small. And Krishna just clears all that problem for you. How does he clear that? He doesn't go and personally fix those problems for you. He makes you experience that you are in another simulated world. This experience he will give it to you, wherein just like in the dream, all the problems in the dream that you have make no sense moment you wake up. Like that, when you are thinking about Krishna, when you are chanting Krishna's name, this liberation is given to you. This is called liberation. Liberation from the bodily concept. Just like the coconut inside part is liberated when it becomes copra. It is liberated from the shell. Otherwise, that coconut inside is attached to the shell. But over time, over experience, when it's put in a right place, that coconut inside wala, how it is separated. Like that, your consciousness will be separated from this body, and this is Krishna's mercy. When that is separated, then no matter what happens to the body, it doesn't bother you. What happens to the mind, it doesn't bother you. Otherwise, imagine Bhishma Dev is sleeping on the arrows. It's not any memory foam bed or anything. But it is not bothering him. Blood is oozing out. I mean, with small pin pricks, blood comes. Oh, we run for first aid, band-aid. Where is it? You have to get alcohol. You have to put the spirit and clean it. And then you have to put a tape. Oh my God. Otherwise, so much pain, so much blood is oozing. We feel like that. But imagine Bhishma Dev's condition. Oh, his whole body filled with tuta arrows. And then he's, oozing with blood, pain, so much he should have. What is he doing? He's chanting Vishnu Sahasranam. What is that consciousness? So, mat prasadat dharishyasi. Any durgani, sarva durgani, all obstacles will be cleared by this technique. This is Bhakti Yoga technique. This is the perfect stage. When you come to this perfect stage, you will experience all these things. And Krishna wants us to experience all these things in this life, not after you die. After you die is a concession. Then you don't have to have this body. That is different topic. But while you have this body, this is what Krishna wants you to experience for all of us. So we don't have to think these topics is decorative, ornamental, nice, just for recitation or something like that. No, they are a practical pill for actually experiencing this. So now the next one is, of course, if you do not act according to my direction and do not fight, then you will be falsely directed by your own nature. You will have to be engaged in warfare. Anyway, Arjuna thinks if he has choice, I don't have to fight here, I will go out and not fight. But by his own nature, Arjuna is a Kshatriya. And if he sees again some adharma going on somewhere, again there also you'll have to fight. So, by ahankara, if you think you don't want to do this, you have your own idea, okay, go and fight, go and don't fight here. But anyway, you'll end up fighting somewhere else. That is the point Krishna is making here. So, स्वभावेन कौन्तेय निबद्धस्वेन कर्मणा कर्तुं नेच्छसि यन्मोहात् करिष्यसि avasho api tat. Under illusion, you are now declining to act according to my direction, but compelled by the work born of your own nature, you will act all the same. So, he's just, because he's concluding, he's wrapping up the topic now. He said, okay, I told you what I'm supposed to, but now, if you want to do your work according to your ahankara, do it. There's no problem. He's not forcing him. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantra rudhani mayaya. So here Krishna is telling an example. Yantra means machine. Just like you have a car. Car will work as long as the driver is there. Correct? Like that, there are two owners of the car. One is a car manufacturer, Toyota company. Let's say if it's a Toyota car. Toyota car company is owner actually. That owner sold the car to you and you bought this car. You got this body. Now you sat in this car. So you are driving. Now if you make an accident or if you cross the red light or something, they will not give a ticket to Toyota company. They will give it to you. But it is working. Even this car has to work. The Toyota car company has navigation control, so many controls they'll put inside and give it to you. Like that, Krishna is saying, even this body also, everything is working because of Krishna's guidance. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated on a machine made of material energy. The difference is, car is made of steel and other parts, but this machine is made of Panchabhuta, material energy. Panchabhuta plus subtle energy. These 8 energies this body is made of. But all these vehicles, this body is just a vehicle. It is running because of Krishna's direction. They are all the pre-programmed. Most of the things are pre-programmed. So you have very little control. Thinking or using that little controls, you are thinking you are controlling it. Just like in the car also, you have very little control. You can put the maximum ignition on, off. Maybe you can change the gears 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put reverse. That's all. After that, you don't have any control. Steering you can control a little bit. Beyond that, car is already made by design. It is running. Correct? Like that, body also very little controls you have. You can maximum put some food in the mouth. After that, you don't have any control. When the body is tired, you don't have any control. Body goes to sleep. After eating also, you don't have any control how the food is getting digested in the body. So many things you don't have any control. You think you have control, but you don't have any control. All that control systems, Krishna is only operating it. We might think, oh, I'm so smart. Think we are doing very, 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 very little things. And with that little things that we do also, we think we are the doers. So we have so much ahankara. We don't understand. So moment somebody comes into knowledge, then automatically understands, yeah, I have very little control. Actually, Krishna is doing everything. You can actually pause and ask any questions. Okay. Tam eva sharanam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapsyasi sashvatam. O shrine of Bharata, surrender unto him utterly. By his grace, you will attain transcendental peace and the supreme eternal abode. So he is not telling surrender unto me here. He is telling surrender unto him, who the Supreme Lord, for achieving your eternal abode. You can surrender unto him. Why he says like this? Because next sloka you'll know, he'll tell, because I want to tell you some secret. See, iti te gnanam akyatam guhyad guhyataram maya vimshrayet aseshena yatechasi tata kuru. So, yata ichasi tata kuru. You do according to your icha. Don't think I am forcing you. You have full choice. So, tata ichasi tata kuru. But, guhyad guhyataram maya. I have some secrets to tell you. This is, Krishna is using positive, comparative, and superlative. So he is telling, till now I told you two things. Guhyam and Guhyataram. Two things I told you. I have explained to you knowledge more confidential. Deliberate on this fully and then do whatever you wish. But of course, there is something more. Guhyatamam is going to tell now. And this secret he has kept on telling all the time in every chapter conclusion. Like I told you so many places, like when he's talking about Ashtanga Yoga, then he concludes by saying, okay, no problem. Of all the yogis, who is the best yogi? Yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamo mataha. Who is that person? Shraddhavan bhajate mam. Means he is the highest yogi. Of all types of yogi, he is the best. So now you see, he already told, I finished telling you more confidential and more confidential knowledge. Now he is going to tell, Sarva guhyatamam bhuyaha, shunu me paramam vachaha. Ishtosi me dhrudam iti tato vakshyami te hitam. Hitam means for the best, for your good. If you want for your good, I will tell you the most confidential knowledge right now. Why I am telling you? Because you are my very dear friend. I am speaking to you, my supreme instruction, the most confidential of all. Hear this from me. Why? Because this is for your benefit. And let's see what is that most supreme. In fact, you're supposed to remember all these things by heart so that it's easy to understand what is the conclusion. If you know this, this is Vedanta Saram. The entire Veda's essence you have grasped just by learning these last slokas. These last 10 slokas, if you learn the Vedanta Sara, so you are a Vedic expert. And now, what is this? Immediately, what is telling? Most confidential knowledge this is. He told this already in 9th chapter, but now he is telling here again. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer your homage unto me. Thus, you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear. And this, Krishna is saying, is the most confidential knowledge. And this I keep telling, I love this to give the comparison of a invitation. Krishna's invitation. Bhagavad Gita is what Krishna is singing a song. Just like in the movies, they have duet songs, right? Love songs. All the love songs are so famous. They eternalize them. So here, in fact, this is the real love song that we all have to sing and remember. For this is Krishna's song. And what is the Krishna's song? This is a love letter to all of us. Please come to my place, come home, come back home. And Prabhupada tagged this sloka, back home, back to Godhead. Such a beautiful tagline, right? For a corporate, everybody, Amul has a tagline like that. Prabhupada made a tagline out of Bhagavad Gita, and this is the tagline. And this tagline is this sloka. You come to me. So Krishna is giving an open invitation back home, back to Godhead. Let's go back home. Become a devotee of Krishna. So he didn't finish here. So now this is this whole thing is conclusion of the confidential knowledge. It's not one sloka, next 2-3 slokas. So this sloka is the next one. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksheshyami ma suchaha. So like I said, you can understand a parent telling, don't do bad things to children. You should not do bad things. You should only do good things. Right? But here Krishna is telling, even dharma, forget it. Sarva dharman parityajya. Even dharma you give up. You see, Krishna is telling, give up dharma. I don't care for your dharma. This dharma, that dharma, whatever you have learned. Forget everything. Sarva dharma. How much ever dharma you have learned, forget everything. Why? Because every dharma is supposed to only support this dharma. What is that dharma? Mam ekam sharanam raja. This is the dharma. Any dharma you have learned, if it did not bring you to this dharma, that dharma is useless. That is Krishna's opinion. So this is your first 2 lines is your work. First you give up dharma, any other dharma you have learned, give up everything, forget it. Second line is also your work. What you should do? Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Then next two lines is not our work. It is Krishna's work. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. I will absorb all the karma that you have. Moksheshyami ma suchaha. I will also grant you liberation. Don't fear. Ma suchaha. Don't fear. So you might think you might be scared to do this step. To take this step, you might be scared. Krishna knows that psychology. So he's saying, he's addressing our fear. Don't fear. So I told you once in one class, I told this example. We were going for Air Force selection. They also give very tricky, questions and obstacles on real ground. You have to do some things. We were, of course, not trained in such things. So there, it was very simple. They gave, it's only 2 feet, 2 feet I have to jump. 2 feet you can jump, right? Anybody can jump 2 feet. But the only obstacle there they have put was the 2 feet they put was 40 feet above the ground. So moment you see down, you feel that you might fall into the gap. What if you fall into the gap? So you're scared. But actually, it is not so scary. If you really have the training, it's not scary. But because we are not trained, I could not put that, I could not cross, I could not jump that 2 feet. So I failed that exam. So Krishna also is telling here, actually to surrender to Krishna looks like you have a choice. Do you really have a choice? If you don't surrender to Krishna, what is your choice? Let's talk about that. You didn't surrender to Krishna. What is your choice?
You'll surrender to someone else. You'll do.
You have to surrender to your boss. Your boss will tell, hey, come at 8 o'clock. Yes, sir. No, today come at 7 o'clock. Yes, sir. Today you have to work late. Yes, sir. You have to surrender somewhere. You have no choice. So Krishna is telling, better you surrender to me. And it might look like you're scared. What will happen? Oh my God, I surrender to Krishna fully. What will happen? You might think so many doubts you might get. But Krishna is assuring, don't worry. Don't worry. I will take care of you everything. Mat chitta, mat prasadat, mat sarva durgani. Mat chitta, sarva durgani. I will remove all obstacles to you. So it's one of the sweetest assurances of Krishna. So this surrender, Rupa Goswami explains in this way. What is surrender? Sharanagati means what? Anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam. Rakshisyati vishvaso goptrutve varanam tata atmanikshepa karpanye sadvidha sharanagati. There are 6 ways, 6 steps in sharanagati. What is that? Anukulyasya sankalpa means anything favorable to Krishna consciousness you accept. Pratikulyasya varjanam. Anything unfavorable you reject. Rakshisyati. There you accept the Lord as a only protector and provider. And you surrender everything unto Krishna. So like this Atmanivedanam, all the 6 ways, everything you surrender unto Krishna. So this is a beautiful method And just by being in devotees association, you will cultivate all these habits. It becomes very simple, easy to do. Atmani Vedanam is not difficult process. So then he is telling this confidential knowledge may never be explained to those who are not austere or devoted or engaged in devotional service, nor to one who is envious of me. So, you might tell the entire Bhagavad Gita to anybody, but you don't tell this conclusion right away to people who are not practiced self control, no austerity. They have not done all that. Their senses are very loose, just like snake, very loose. All the senses are like vicious. They just are uncontrolled. To such people, you don't give this message. You don't share this particular message of full surrender to Krishna. You tell them something else and bring them to Krishna. Once they are purified a little bit, then you can talk about these confidential aspects. Now, Krishna tells this confidential knowledge, Ya idam paramam guhyam mad bhakteshu abhidashyati bhaktim mayi param kritva mam evashyati ashamshayam. For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end, he will come back to me. Now, this is exactly what devotees like Srila Prabhupada, Ramanujacharya, and all the great Vaishnava acharyas have dedicated their life for, only to spread this confidential message, this contribution of giving this Shuddha Bhakti, how Shuddha Bhakti should be practiced and how we should surrender to Krishna in this life. Don't waste this life. This is their urgency. They want us to feel the urgency. You don't have time. Don't think you have so much time. We don't. Nobody knows how much time we have. We might think we are very comfortable. What is the use? This may be good for somebody who is not comfortable in life. Maybe so many things in life he is deprived of. To such people, you tell, I am so comfortable. Big bungalow I have, nice AC, big cars, big bank balance. Why are you telling me all these things? Sir, how long you have all these comforts? Your comforts are gone. One kick, one kick you will get in the back and you will be thrown out mercilessly. Then you're not prepared. So these comforts have no meaning, literally. And marketing companies are promoting these comforts more and more and more. Already laptop and cell phone itself is a big comfort. Now that is not enough. Yesterday I was hearing about next level of Apple's invention. You just put a glasses, augmented vision, and then the computer also is, you can sit aram say or sleep, and then all the screens are there in the sky. You can see and you just look at that app will open. Then you say zoom, then zoom will open. Then with your hand only you do like this, then it will open. Then you do like this, it will move to the next screen. This is comfort. They're going on giving more and more comforts. Then you'll think, oh, it's $4,000 only. Okay, don't have to pay $4,000 monthly. $50 you pay. Go on paying. You'll not come to know. Credit card is getting charged. They are making you addicted more and more to comforts. Well, by design, these companies have designed, by design, they've figured it out. They keep you in these comforts like nasha. Comfort is like nasha. Little bit nasha you give. And more nasha, more nasha. Then, moment that nasha is coming down, they feel immediately put one more pill, nasha ka pill. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Again, I'm drowsy. Oh, so nice. These comforts are so nice. Why should I give up? Oh, so nice. Just like frog example. You remember the frog? Frog is swimming nicely, and you put the frog in hot water, boiling hot water, it'll jump out because it can't take it. So then they figured it out. Not like that. You want to really torture this frog? Put the frog, put the heat little bit, make the water warm, just little lukewarm. Then the frog is, nice, warm water. I got adjusted. Then increase the little bit more. Then again frog got adjusted. Little hot water. Then again more hot. Yeah, it adjusted. Like that, finally the water became boiling hot water, and the frog is not making any attempt to jump because got accustomed to this comfort. So, like that, all of us are in this world with comfort. So nice comforts are there. Why should I take this to this? And nobody is jumping out of the chair to tell, my God, my comforts are going to end. Nobody is thinking like that. So the great acharyas are coming and explaining, Arey fool, you will die. These comforts have no meaning. They're cheating you. They're telling, they're exposing the Maya secret, how you're kept under illusion. The acharyas are so kind to explain in our own language. This is our language. We are used to all these gadgets and comforts and my beautiful bed and bungalow. And I'm so proud of my achievements. You know, I have such a big 62 tower building I live in. You live in 1000 SFT only. You live in that 5 feet bed only. But still, you are so proud. I live in this 62 floor tower. Whatever it is, everybody is proud. Even an auto rickshaw fellow also is proud. You know, my auto, it has all the magazines. I keep radio, YouTube. People, my passengers can see YouTube movies while they're going in the auto. So the guy is so proud of that also. Everybody is proud of whatever little they have. So they are comfortable. Even in slum, those who are happily living in the slum for a long time, they're accustomed to it. In the slum also they are happy. Otherwise, how they can produce children? So many children are producing there also. They're happy. In that condition, they're happy. So conditioning, Maya is like that. Puts everybody in illusion. No matter you are a crorepati or a billionaire or millionaire or whatever, you are also in your own illusion. This guy is also in his own illusion. Nobody wants to get out of that comfort zone. But the acharyas are explaining, please, this suffering is going to continue. Wake up. So, like this, they're dedicating themselves to spread the message of Krishna so that somehow or other we get latched on to what Krishna is actually trying to tell us. Then, of course, here Krishna is assuring pure devotional service is guaranteed for such people who are trying to explain this supreme secret to the devotees. So, of course, at the end, he will come back to me. This is Krishna's assurance. It's not for us to look out. These are all perks. Company gives perks, right? You work so hard, you reach this target, company will send you to some Europe trip or this trip or that trip. Like that, Krishna is telling, okay, I'll send you to Vaikuntha. You worked for me very hard. So this is Krishna's guarantee. But our work is we have to spread this supreme secret, share this supreme secret to whom? To the devotees. This is the most confidential part. It is kept in a locker, locked, sealed, everything. And that Krishna is talking about as the most confidential knowledge aspect of Bhagavad Gita. And of course, Krishna is reassuring. Don't think there is anybody else better. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than himself, nor will ever there be one more dear. So now you know the position of Srila Prabhupada, why we are so much wanting to get latched onto his lotus feet, because he's so dear to Krishna for delivering so many souls continuously. And your ticket back to Krishna is simply to make Prabhupada happy. That is your Guru Dakshina. If you can serve Prabhupada and spread this message and distribute Prabhupada books, that's it. Prabhupada becomes very happy. Directly Prabhupada said, how much your 5-minute talk will help? You just distribute my books. They will read my books and they will get liberation. And finally, and I declare that he who studies this sacred conversation of ours worship me by his intelligence. This is very important sloka. So people think, oh, worshipping Krishna means only by putting agarbatti and arti. No, Krishna is saying these 700 slokas, if you can contemplate and if you can remember and if you can do adhyayan of all these things. See, adhyeshte, adhyesyate, adhyeshyate means to study. Adhyeshyate, to study. To study this is what, according to Krishna? You are worshipping Krishna by your intelligence. This is the way you worship Krishna using your intelligence. It's a wonderful conversation. It's a lifetime opportunity for us. We have to become experts. Scrutinizingly, we should read Bhagavad Gita, learn Bhagavad Gita, remember the connections of everything, what Krishna is telling. Oh, he said this here, he said this there, these two are connected, and how we can apply in our life, how you can make sense to somebody who's listening to the first time. All these things, Krishna will guide you. You have to desire. Krishna, please engage. When you're chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, what does that mean? It means you are saying, Krishna, please engage me in your service. If you mean what you are saying, then Krishna is ready to give so much service. He will send you so many souls. Now, all these souls have these questions. Now, explain to them. Krishna will give opportunity. So we have to beg Krishna, give me opportunity, give me taste for your holy name, for your wonderful message of Gita, like that. And he who listens with faith without envy becomes free from all sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planets where the pious dwell. O conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusion now dispelled? So Krishna is asking. You heard everything, right? You understood with attention. Your mind is not here and there, right? When I'm talking. Now all the illusion is gone. He's making sure. He says, yes, of course. Then now Arjuna is telling. What is Arjuna saying? Nashto moha smritir labdha tvat prasadan mayachyuta sthitoasmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. What did Krishna tell before? Yata ichasi tata kuru. Do whatever you want. But here Arjuna is replying, no, 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 my illusion is gone. All my craziness is gone. Now what I will do? Karishye vachanam tava. I will do whatever you say, Krishna. So We all know Arjuna is A+ student, is number 1 student. So if you understood Bhagavad Gita, what should your conclusion be? Karishye vachanam tava. I will do whatever Krishna said. That should be the conclusion. If you didn't come to this conclusion, then you didn't get 100 marks. If you want to get 100 marks on your paper, this also has to be our conclusion. If anything short of that, then we are short of those marks. We have to read again, learn again. Now Sanjay is talking. Iti aham vasudevasya partasya cha mahatmanah samvadam idam ashrausham adbhutam romaharshanam. What is happening to him? All his hair on the body is standing on end. Sanjaya said, thus I have heard the conversation of two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna, and so wonderful is this message that my hair is standing on end. He is in ecstasy. And finally, most important sloka that he says. Anybody remembers? I have heard these most confidential talks directly from the master of all the mystics, Krishna, who was speaking personally to Arjuna. So this he's telling to Dhritarashtra. So as I repeatedly recall this wonderful and holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure being thrilled at every moment. So this will happen to all of us. If you keep on reciting this wonderful dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, you will also have this pleasure every moment. O king, as I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna, I am struck with wonder more and more, and I rejoice again and again. He can't stop his ecstasy. He's describing to Dhritarashtra. Now finally he concludes. What was the first question? What is the topic of Dhritarashtra? How Bhagavad Gita opened?
What are they doing?
What are they doing? What was the meaning of that? It is actually a silly question. They all went to the battlefield to do what?
To fight.
So why did he
అదే
ask the
తెలిసే
question?
అడుగుతాడు కదా ఇక్కడ.
ఎందుకు అడిగాడు ఆ క్వశ్చన్?
అంటే భయం తన కొడుకులకి ఏమైతుందో అని.
భయము. సో భయముతోటి ఎవరు గెలుస్తారు అని అడిగాడు. ఆ మైండ్ అర్థం చేసుకొని now Krishna is giving Sanjay is giving a reply now. He's telling, okay, you asked that question, no? Now I'm giving you the answer. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sri Chayo Bhutir Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. Who will have victory?
కృష్ణుడు ఎక్కడ ధర్మం కృష్ణుడు ఎక్కడ ఉంటే ధర్మం అక్కడ.
సో అందుకని నువ్వు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ కి వాల్యూ లేదు నాయన, వాళ్ళే గెలుస్తారు అని చెప్పారు. So that's and thus fully 18th chapter is concluded. I think, I don't know if I rushed it and I ran fast.
No, it was very nice actually. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yeah, because of Prabhupada we are able to do whatever we are doing.
So what I've understood, chanting, reciting the shlokas, studying the shlokas, offerings, charity, and sharing what we have learnt.
Most important is to follow whatever Prabhupada is telling.
Once again,
That you have to do.
Let's hear from others.
Okay, let's hear from others also.
in one sentence, what is the conclusion?
Pure
Lalita garu.
devotion,
Back to
pure
Godhead.
devotion and
Pure
Okay.
కృష్ణుడు ఎక్కడుంటాడో విజయం అక్కడ ఉంటుంది ప్రభు.
అక్కడ ఉంటుంది ధర్మం. ధర్మం ఎక్కడ ఉంటుందో కృష్ణుడు అక్కడే ఉంటాడు.
ఇక్కడే ఉంటాడు.
Sarvaguhyatamam mam. Of all topmost secret, what is the topmost confidential information? Most confidential.
మన్మనాభవ మద్భక్తో
భక్తో మధ్యాజీ మాం నమస్కురు మామేవ.
So that is the one single line answer.
సార్ చెప్పండి ప్రభు తెలుగులో.
అంత సారాంశం ఏంటి భగవద్గీతలో? సారాంశం ఒక్క సెంటెన్స్ లో చెప్పాలి అంటే
యూ టెల్ షీస్ టెల్లింగ్.
కృష్ణుడు చెప్తున్నది ఏంటి అంటే భక్తుడు కమ్మంటున్నాడు.
అవును.
మన్మనాభవ మద్భక్తో
మధ్యాజీ
మం నమస్కురు యుక్త్వేవం ఆత్మనా మత్పరాయణ.
నా భక్తుడు కమ్ము నాకే నమస్కరించు, నన్నే నన్ను సర్వదా ధ్యానించు.
ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్, 100% ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్. కృష్ణుడు తప్ప ఇంకేం ఉండదు,
ఏది లేదు.
సర్వధర్మాన్ నెక్స్ట్
మామే.
సో ఇది కంక్లూషన్. భగవద్గీత సారాంశం ఇది.
And also many people think, you know, that why was Krishna speaking, you know, their answer is also there, that Krishna is saying, he is telling in one of the slokas that the conversation that we are speaking, it should be spread. So that means knowingly he knows, with Prabhupada explains, no, that Arjun was put in this situation so that this conversation will be spoken by more, to
everybody
understand, to teach everyone. Krishna spoke this knowledge. So that clue is already there, that Krishna knows that this will be spoken by everyone. This will be this has to be spread to everyone. That is why he's speaking this knowledge. So from there, that actually point I got today, actually, from where Prabhupada says that. And Vyasadev is, then Sanjay is also saying that Vyasadev, because of Vyasadev, I have heard all of this. So that also, you know, many people think that, oh, how did Vyasa write? So he's reminding us at the end, because of Vyasadev, I have heard this entire knowledge. And so he's grateful to Vyasadev.
It's amazing literature. Amazing
It's
literature.
Amazing. Yeah. Anybody else wants to say something? I think it's
ప్రభు
really nice.
ధృతరాష్ట్రుడికి సంజయుడికి కూడా తెలుసు కదా ప్రభు వాళ్ళే గెలుస్తారని.
తెలుసు,
తెలిసి కూడా అలా వెయిట్ చేస్తారు ఎందుకు అని.
అంటే ధృతరాష్ట్రుడు మోహంలో ఉన్నాడు కదా, కొడుకులు
గెలాలి అనే మోహంలో ఉన్నాడు.
కొడుకులు ఆయనకి అది ఉంది, ఇది తెలుసు, రెండు ఉన్నాయి కదా అతనికి.
కృష్ణుడు ఉన్నప్పుడు పిల్లలే వాళ్ళదే అని తెలుసు.
అందుకనే
తెలిసి కూడా మాయా ఇస్ సో స్ట్రాంగ్. మాయా ఇస్ సో స్ట్రాంగ్. అది తెలిసి కూడా అది క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తుంది. మళ్ళీ మర్చిపోతాడు. ఏదో మా పిల్లలు ఎలాగా గెలుస్తారు, వాళ్ళు 100 మంది పిల్లలు నాకు, అలా అవన్నీ థాట్స్ మాయా ఇస్తది. ఇవన్నీ చెప్పారు నాకు,
హోప్ ఉంటుంది, అయినా హోప్ ఉంది.
హోప్ అండ్ హి డజంట్ గివ్
వరకు.
మనకి అంతే మాయా ఇస్ గివింగ్ ఎ స్లాప్. 2 చోట్ల కొడుతుంది, అటు కొడుతుంది, ఇటు కొడుతుంది. బట్ వి హావ్ హోప్. మేబీ ఇది ఈ లైఫ్ లో నాకు ఇది లేదు, ఇది ఉంటే నేను ఎంజాయ్ చేసేస్తాను. ఎంజాయ్మెంట్ లేదు, బట్ ఇంకా హోప్ ఉంది మనందరికి. లేదు లేదు, యాక్చువల్ గా అమెరికా వెళ్తే హ్యాపీగా ఉండొచ్చు, ఇండియాలో ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు.
కానీ ప్రభు ఆ మోహంలోంచి బయటకు వచ్చేసాం ప్రభు ఎప్పుడో.
అది
చేసాము
మంచిది.
అనుకుంటాము, వచ్చేస్తే మంచిది.
కరోనా
గ్రేట్.
తీసుకొచ్చింది ప్రభు
కానీ
బయటకు వచ్చేసాం.
అంటే మంచిది అది. ఇప్పుడు ఇఫ్ యు హావ్ కమ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ మోహ, దెన్ నౌ వాట్ యు హావ్ టు డూ నెక్స్ట్? మన్మనాభవ మద్భక్తో మజ్జాజి మాం నమస్కురు. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ థింగ్ యు హావ్ టు డూ.
దెన్ యు హావ్ టు హెల్ప్ అదర్స్.
హెల్ప్
జస్ట్ లైక్
అదర్స్.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు మునిగిపోతున్నారు, మిమ్మల్ని ఎవరో కాపాడారు, బయటకు వచ్చారు. ఆ బయటకు
నేను
వచ్చిన
కూడా ఒకరికి
తర్వాత
హెల్ప్ చేయాలి
మళ్ళీ
కదా. అవును
మళ్ళీ ఇంకో థాడ్ వేసి ఇంకొకరిని లాగొచ్చు.
అవును ప్రభు, అది కరెక్ట్.
And in the process, అండ్ మనకి మనము కాపాడుకోవాలి. ఎందుకంటే మనము బయటికి వెళ్ళి ఈ నాలెడ్జ్ అందరితో షేర్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు మనకి
వాళ్ళు తోసేయచ్చు మళ్ళీ.
లేదు
వింటున్నారు. అబ్బో పర్వాలేదు, కొంచెం దారిలో కూర్చోరంటే మళ్ళీ 2 minutes తర్వాత నన్ను కూడా అందులో లాగేస్తారు.
అదే అది
అందుకనే అసత్సంగ త్యాగ్ ఏ వైష్ణవాచార్.
కాదు ప్రభు, ఏదన్నా చెప్పామనుకోండి, ఇదేమంటున్నారంటే మీది ఇస్కాన్ వేరు కదా, ఆ కమ్యూనిటీలో ఆగిస్తున్నారు, అదేంటిది కృష్ణుడు ఒక్కడేనా ఉన్నది అని ఇంకా ఏంటేంటో కామెంట్స్ చేసేస్తున్నారు ప్రభు.
అదే అదే
మొన్న ఒక ఆయనతో వాదన అయిపోయింది బాగా. శివుడు అంటారు, ఆ పండుగ వస్తే ఆ దేవుడు అంటారు. మొన్న టూర్ లో ప్రభు అంటే నాకు తెలిసి శివుడు పండుగ శివుడు అంటారు, అమ్మవారు వస్తే అమ్మవారి పండుగలు పూజలు చేస్తారు. ఇప్పుడేమో కృష్ణుడే అంటున్నారు అన్న. ఆయన ఏదో చిన్నగా మాట్లాడారు. మీరు చెట్టుకి నీళ్లు పోస్తారా, వేర్లకి నీళ్లు పోస్తారా, ఆకులకి నీళ్లు పోస్తారా? మాతాజీ ఇవన్నీ మిస్కామ్ లో చెప్తారు, మాకు ఎక్కవు ఇవన్నీ.
అది కొంచెం
ఇప్పుడు ఆకలి లేదు వాడికి, మీరు అన్నం పెడుతున్నారు,
అదే
ఏం తింటాడు?
అంటే ఇంకా టైం పడుతుంది వీళ్ళకి అనిపించింది.
అంతే
అంతే
ముందు వాళ్ళకి. అందుకే ఈ నాలెడ్జ్, అందుకే కృష్ణుడు ఏమన్నాడు, మన డివోటీస్ తోనే షేర్ చెయ్యాలి. వాళ్ళు డివోటీస్ ఇంకా అవ్వలేదు, ఇంకా నేను చెప్పలేను వాళ్ళు డివోటీస్ కాదు, కానీ వాళ్ళు కృష్ణుడి దగ్గరికి రాలేదు ఇంకా, ఏదో ఒక లైన్ లో ఉన్నారు. సో ఎవరు వాళ్ళు డివోటీస్ అయ్యారు, వాళ్ళకి దేవుడికి ఎవరు ఆ క్వశ్చన్ కూడా లేదు వాళ్ళకి. ఏదో మనల్ని
they're not asking,
that's what they don't have. They're not seeking, they're not looking for an answer. Who is the supreme personality? They're not even looking for that person. They're just happy. My materially comforts are getting fulfilled. Money is there, I have to do this puja, the Lakshmi puja I have to do, I have to do Shiva puja, otherwise I'll have problem. Financially I'll have difficulty.
అవన్నీ పోతాయి, నా వెంచర్ ఎక్కడ ఆగిపోతుంది.
అదే కాదు ప్రభు, ఈ రోజు ఇవాళ రేపు ప్రతి టీవీలో వాటిల్లో వేరే వేరే దేవతల గురించి ఎంత ఇదిగా, అంటే ఆ పూజ చేస్తే ఇది, ఈ పూజ చేస్తే ఇది, మనుషులు ఎలా డైవర్ట్ చేసేస్తున్నారు,
ఇలాగా బాగా చేసేస్తున్నారు. యూట్యూబ్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే ఇవే వస్తున్నాయి 24 గంటలు.
టూ మచ్ అయిపోయింది
మనకి బాగా. ఈ 2 years లో మరీ ఎక్కువైపోయింది, అసలు పిచ్చిలేసిపోతుంది.
అలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్ లో మీరు మాతో ఇన్ని రోజు నుంచి ఉన్నారు, మీకు చాలా పెద్ద దండం పెట్టాలి.
మమ్మల్ని కొంచెం జ్ఞానం అనే దీపం వెలిగించారు మాలో, అది మీ ప్రభుకి మాతాజీకి ఇద్దరికి చాలా చాలా
లేదు అంటే మీరు వస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి మేము చేస్తున్నాము, అసలు లేదంటే కూడా ఏదో
వీక్లీ ఇది కూడా వినకపోతే ఇంకెటు వెళ్ళిపోతామని భయం కూడా వేస్తాం.
కొంతవరకు మాతాజీ మేము కూడా అనుకుంటాం దాని గురించి, కొంచెం కనీసం మన ఫ్యామిలీలో వాళ్ళనన్నా మారుద్దామని చూస్తుంటే అది ఎట్లా వెళ్తుందంటే వాళ్ళు సాయిబాబాని పూజిస్తారు, అది ఎవరు దేవుడు ఆయన ఒక ఇది అని చెప్పినా కూడా ఎవరు వినట్లేదు. ఇంకా పైపెచ్చు మీరు ఏదో అదేదో కృష్ణుడిది ఒక సపరేట్ మతమైనట్టు మాట్లాడేస్తున్నారు మాతాజీ.
అది చాలా కష్టం. అదే
నాహం
ఏం
ప్రకాశ
చేస్తాము?
సర్వస్య.
అవును.
నాహం ప్రకాశ సర్వస్య.
సో
మూఢోయం
దట్ ఈస్ వై
నరవిజానాతి.
ఇవాళ ఒక వీడియో చూశాను రీల్స్ లో. ఒక అతను ఒక డివోటియే, ఓకే, తిలక్ ఉంది, మొత్తం అంతా ఉంది. అతను ఒక వీడియో చేసి వాడు అంటున్నాడు, I'll tell in English, okay, so that everybody can understand. So one devotee is there. He's wearing tilak and kanti and everything, devotee only, and he's telling, how do you come to Krishna? You have to do so much tapasya. First, you have to do for Ganesha, then you have to do Lakshmi Devi, so many lifetimes, and then you have to come to Durga Devi, and then you have to come to Shiva, and then finally this many lifetimes you do to Shiva, and then you will come to Krishna. Oh my
అయ్యో.
God, and he's a devotee. Can you imagine? First we thought we should write to him,
Just
but
as
then what is the use? He's not even going to understand. Who are we? And but we all understand. It is only pure devotee, his mercy. With his mercy, we have come to understand Krishna. That point that devotee doesn't have only. So sorry. There are so many people who are doing these classes, but what to do? Everybody is there in this world. Somebody has to survive.
సగం కొంచెం మామూలుగా అయితే చెప్తే వింటారేమో మాతాజీ. ఇవన్నీ వింటూ జనాలు డైవర్ట్ అయిపోయి వాళ్ళకి మైండ్ ఇదవ్వట్లేదు, సెట్
Confuse
అవ్వట్లేదు, వినడానికి
అయిపోతున్నారు చాలా.
ఇష్టపడట్లేదు. కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోయి ఎటు వెళ్ళాలి.
చాలా
माता
కన్ఫ్యూజ్
जी
అయిపోయారు.
కావాలి అనుకున్న
अगर
వాడు whoever
माता जी अगर
wants
भगवत
Krishna.
गीता की
Hmm.
फर्स्ट की अगर ये मन मना भव मत भक्तो है, तो सेकंड की कौन सा श्लोक होगा? ये वाला होगा, सर्व धर्मा परित्यज्य।
సర్వధర్మాన్ పరిత్యజ్యం.
हाँ, दोनों.
ఎస్ మ్యామ్.
दोनों
Yes. और उसके बाद कृष्ण ये भी बताते हैं ना कि भाई ये नॉलेज जो है वो स्प्रेड करने के लिए वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट श्लोक में आएगा. मीन्स इट इज गुह्यतमम में आएगा.
బ్రహ్మభూతం ఎవరైతే
या
ఈ
इदं
నాలెడ్జ్
परम गुह्यम,
परम गुह्यम, ये नॉलेज
परम
को जो
गुह्यम।
स्प्रेड करेगा वो मेरा बहुत प्रिय डिवोटी है. मेरा
శిష్యుడు నా ప్రియ శిష్యుడు అవుతారని
हाँ
చెప్తున్నా.
हाँ हाँ. These are the most, but we can't go to the confidential knowledge immediately to people. So we are also having classes here, but we
Yeah.
cannot tell. We have to go
They
slow
have
by
to
slow.
take them gradually.
Yeah. So, but it's okay. We are also learning in the process. This is
ప్రభు మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ చేస్తారా ప్రభు భగవద్గీత శ్లోకాలు మళ్ళీ?
ఇప్పుడు
ఇప్పుడు ఈ 2 years అయింది
శ్లోకాస్ నేర్చుకున్నాం.
అంటే చదవడం
రీడ్ చేయడం.
మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. ఇప్పుడు రీడింగ్ 250 శ్లోకాస్ చాంటింగ్ చేయడం.
I am saying that 108 shlokas, how in Bhakti Sastri course is there. Why don't we do like that? That 108 shlokas, not right away. We'll do some.
ఎగ్జామ్ ఉంటది.
We'll do kind
Okay,
of like, now we finished this 18 chapters now. We will give a break to Bhagavad Gita. Everybody recite and everybody share this, all the 100. Prabhu sent one document. You saw?
చూసాం
That document,
108.
that document has the original verses of Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada's verses, because many books have the other verses, right? So changed version. So we want you to learn from those verses, and then we practice those verses, and then we can have a class in which everybody gets a chance to explain what they have understood, or you can record and send it to us.
No, we
That
can
also
do
you can do.
points. I can give notes and then they can learn those
Yeah.
notes and they can talk on the notes.
Yeah. Or they can record and send also. If somebody is calling. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll end here.
తెలుగులో కూడా పెడతారా ప్రభు?
తెలుగులో చేయొచ్చు, ఏముంది.
ఓన్లీ
ప్రభు
ఇంగ్లీషేనా?
పెట్టండి ప్రభు.
ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేయాలి.
Which one translate?
That question answers.
మాతాజీ ప్రభుతో చిన్న చిన్న షార్ట్స్ పెట్టించండి మాతాజీ, అందరూ చూస్తారు. అవి కొంచెం తెలియని కొత్తగా వచ్చే వాళ్ళు కూడా అవి నేర్చుకోవడానికి ప్రయత్నిస్తుంటారు.
నేను
ఖాళీ
కూడా
ఉన్నప్పుడు
అదే
ప్రభు.
ఎలా చేయాలి
అవును.
తెలీదు అసలు.
అది చేసిన తర్వాత ఎడిటింగ్ చాలా పని.
మాకు
ఓహో,
తెలీదు ఎలా
ఓకే.
చేయాలి. కొంచెం కొంచెం నేర్చుకుంటాము ఇప్పుడు. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే సాటర్డే క్లాస్ గాని సండే ఒక క్లాస్ మానేస్తాము ఇప్పుడు.
ఆ,
ఇప్పుడు భగవద్గీత అయిపోయింది కదా. సో
అంటే
మోస్ట్లీ
ఇక్కడ
ఇఫ్ వి ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు
ఇంకొక 2 స్టార్ట్ చేసాము.
ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ
అవునవును.
సాటర్డే
అది
క్లాస్ కూడా మళ్ళీ మొదలు పెట్టే సాటర్డే బదులు సండే ఇవాళ క్లాస్
ఓకే.
ఉంటుంది. సో అందుకే మేబీ సండేకి ఒకవేళ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ డే వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ ద ఈవినింగ్ క్లాస్, that day we will not do the morning class, Zoom class. So we will do only once in a week for some time, and we will continue with the Bhagavatam, whatever Prabhu is next. What we were doing, Rudra Gita, we finished actually. If you want to sing one more time Rudra Gita, we'll try to do that so
ఉత్తరగీతం
that we
అందరూ
practice.
చాంట్ చేయడం నేర్చుకోవాలి.
We can do 1 or 2 times in the class. 2 weeks from next week and the next week to that. I'll tell whether we'll do on Saturday or Sunday. The thing is that Friday we become so late to sleep that it is like, we sleep around 11 o'clock, sometimes 12. And then in the morning it becomes very hectic. But we are still doing the class. We don't want to stop. So maybe we can stop the Saturday class and we can do the Sunday class. I know it's 2 classes in the same day, but maybe we can plan for Sunday only and do the Abhishek the Saturday like that. So today we have already finished chanting. We have, do Mangalarti and we did the dressing also. Everything is done. And now we finish the class also. Prabhu
మళ్ళీ
woke
ఇంకో
up at
క్లాస్
ఇంకో క్లాస్ సాయంత్రం ఉంది 4 o'clock కి ఉంది, 4 to 6.
ఫుల్ బిజీ అయిపోతారు అనమాట మీరైతే సాటర్డే.
కొంచెం కానీ బాగుంది, మాకు నచ్చుతుంది. జనాలు వస్తే 1 or 2 people ఆల్సో వస్తే పర్వాలేదు, బానే ఉంటుంది. బట్ సో అందుకే కొంచెం మేబీ వి విల్ డూ ఓన్లీ 1 class a week ఫ్రమ్ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ఆన్వర్డ్స్. విచ్ ఎవర్ డే వి విల్ లెట్ యు ఆల్ నో. మీరు కొంచెం చూడండి గ్రూప్ లో. నేను ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఏంటంటే ఫ్రైడే నైట్ కి నేను పడుకునేసరికి నేను మర్చిపోతాను వేయడం.
ఓకే మాతాజీ. ఓకే,
పొద్దున
ఓకే.
లేచిన వెంటనే తర్వాత గుర్తు వస్తుంది, అరే నేను పెట్టలేదు, పెట్టాలి, అప్పుడు పెడతాను. లేదంటే
ఆ,
నైట్ పడుకోనే ముందు 11 o'clock కి గుర్తు వస్తే అప్పుడు పెడతాను. అది సో మీరు కొంచెం చూడండి. యు విల్ కీప్ అన్ ఐ ఆన్ ద మెసేజెస్ బికాస్ ఐ విల్ పుట్, ఐ కీప్ ఫర్గెటింగ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ నైట్ ఇట్ బికమ్స్ లేట్.
ఓకే మాతాజీ, మేము చూస్తాంలేండి. మీరు పెడతా
చూడండి.
ఉండండి, లేట్ అయినా పర్వాలేదు, పెట్టండి.
Yeah, morning we will try to do like this only. March onwards, the time is going to change. So we will have the class at our time, maybe 8 o'clock.
ఆ,
Mostly, I don't know. We'll see how things go. We will plan it out, what we will do.
ఇండియా టైమ్ 7:30 మాతాజీ.
If India time 7:30 means, tarvata, I think for us it will be still 9 o'clock, I think. Because our 9, yeah, 1 hour difference will come, but we'll let you know ఎలా ఉంటుంది అది చెప్తాము.
7:30 ఓకే మాతాజీ, 7:30
7:30
ఓకే.
పర్వాలేదా? ఓకే. ఇంకోటి
పర్వాలేదు.
మీకు అడగాల్సింది ఏంటంటే ఇది రుద్రగీతవి అన్ని
తెలుగు.
ఫోటో మీరు పంపిస్తారా
తెలుగు
విజయదుర్గ గారు తెలుగులో?
ఏంటి మాతాజీ, అంటే శ్లోకాలా?
అవి మేము పెట్టలేకపోయాము ఎందుకంటే తెలుగు మా దగ్గర లేదు. మీరు ఆ ఫొటోస్ పంపిస్తే మేము పెడతాము. ఐ థింక్ ఐ డిడ్ంట్ స్టాప్ దిస్ థింగ్.